What if the person you believe is your twin flame isn't your great love story at all, but the wrecking ball that shatters the walls around your heart so the real magic can begin? Let's cut through the spiritual sugarcoating for a moment. You didn't stumble upon this article because you're curious. You're here because your bones ache with a question that keeps you up at 3 a.m. Is this unbearable, exquisite, soul-shaking connection actually my destiny? Or just an elaborate lesson in letting go? We've all seen the Instagram posts, those breathless testimonials about divine union and soul recognition, the couples who swear they've loved each other across lifetimes. But what about the rest of us? The ones knee-deep in the messy middle, where the only thing divine is the patience required not to throw your phone into the ocean after reading their "Hey Stranger" text for the 17th time this year. Here's what the twin flame industrial complex won't tell you. This journey was never about finding your other half. That's just spiritual bypassing, dressed up as romance. The ancient alchemists didn't search for gold because they lacked it. They sought it to prove that transformation was possible. Your twin flame is the same. They're not the treasure. They're the fire that burns away everything false until all that's left is the unshakable truth of who you are. Think of the last time you stood before a mirror and actually saw yourself. Not the curated version, not the "I'll be worthy when" version, but the raw, unfiltered truth of your being. That moment of clarity. That's what a twin flame connection really offers. Not roses and rainbows, but the unflinching reflection of every unloved part of yourself asking, no, demanding to be embraced. So before we dive into the poetry and paradox of whether this is true love, let's get brutally honest. You already know the answer. It's the whisper under the obsession, the quiet knowing beneath the chaos. This article isn't here to give you answers. It's here to remind you of the ones you've been avoiding. Ready to stop romanticizing the storm and learn to dance in the rain? Then keep reading, brave soul. Your awakening starts now. You've heard it before. They're my soulmate, uttered with a sigh, a starry-eyed gaze, the kind of certainty that comes with finding someone who just gets you. A soulmate is like slipping into a warm bath after a long day. They fit. They don't ask you to change. They don't crack you open like an overenthusiastic kid with a glow stick, leaving you stunned and blinking under the sudden fluorescent glare of your own unresolved stuff. But a twin flame? Oh, darling, that's a different beast entirely. Imagine walking into a room and locking eyes with someone, and instead of the usual "nice to meet you," your entire nervous system lights up like a Christmas tree wired by a caffeinated electrician. Your brain short circuits, your stomach drops. Some ancient, forgotten part of you whispers, "Oh, it's you." And not in the "you're the love of my life" way, more like, "You're the one who's going to make me face every single thing I've been avoiding since 1997. A soulmate brings you tea when you're sad. A twin flame is the reason you're sad. Not because they're cruel, but because they reflect back at you. With brutal precision, every unhealed wound, every buried fear, every "I'm not good enough" you've ever swallowed down. They're not here to coddle you. They're here to wake you up. Here's the cosmic joke. We call them flames for a reason. Fire warms, yes, but it also burns. And if you've ever sat too close to a bonfire, you know the line between, oh, this is nice, and dear God, my eyebrows, is thinner than you'd like. So, is a twin flame true love? Maybe, but not in the way Hallmark sells it. True love, in the soulmate sense, is comfort. It's stability, it's I'll love you as you are. A twin flame, though, they love you too much to let you stay as you are. They love you into becoming. And that's a messier, wilder, more terrifying kind of love. Think of it like this. A soulmate is your favorite cozy sweater. A twin flame is the personal trainer who yells, "One more rep," while you're sobbing on the gym floor. Both have value, but only one of them leaves you sore in the morning. Now, here's the kicker. You don't always end up with your twin flame. Sometimes they're just the match that lights the fuse, the catalyst that sends you spiraling toward your own evolution. And that's okay, because the real love story wasn't about them. It was about you. So tell me, when you look into their eyes, do you see forever? Or do you see the reflection of everything you've been too afraid to face? Hint, the answer might just change everything. Stay with me. We're just getting started. Let's be real. When you first stumbled into this twin flame chaos, you probably didn't sign up for the eternal emotional obstacle course version of love. You wanted the movie montage, running through fields, slow dancing in kitchens, maybe a tastefully dramatic argument in the rain. Instead, you got a connection that feels less like a romance and more like a spiritual boot camp where the drill sergeant is your own unresolved trauma. But here's the secret they don't tell you in those breathless YouTube testimonials. Yes, twin flames can reach harmony, not by magic, not by wishing hard enough, but by doing the one thing we all avoid like a Zoom call with an ex, the work. Think of it like this. Your twin flame relationship is a cathedral. Right now, it might look like a pile of rubble because you've both been swinging sledgehammers at the walls every time your egos get bruised. But cathedrals aren't built in a day. They're built stone by stone, apology by apology, moment of brutal self-honesty by moment of brutal self-honesty. The fiery chaos? That's just the demolition phase. You know that couple who seems to have it all. The deep glances, the quiet understanding, the way they move through conflicts like they're dancing rather than boxing. That's not luck. That's what happens when two people stop using their connection as a battleground and start treating it as sacred ground. They've paid their dues in tears and shadow work. They've learned to hold each other without crushing each other. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most twin flames don't implode because the love wasn't real. They implode because the love was too real, and reality demands growth. It's like trying to force a sunflower to grow in a dark closet. You can adore that flower with your whole soul, but unless you're willing to open the damn door and let the light in, it's gonna wither. So how do you get there? Stop romanticizing the pain. Yes, the intensity is addictive. No, suffering is not a sign of divine love. If your relationship feels like a never-ending episode of intervention, it's not because the universe hates you. It's because one or both of you still thinks love should hurt. Newsflash, it shouldn't. Do your homework. That 3 a.m. spiral stalking their social media, not shadow work. Real healing means facing why you're terrified of abandonment, why you equate obsession with devotion, why you'd rather chase potential than live in reality. Learn to stand still. The runner-chaser dynamic only ends when both of you stop running from yourselves. The harmony you crave isn't a distant fantasy. It's waiting on the other side of your resistance. But here's the kicker. You might not end up together, and that's okay. Some twin flames are meant to be lifelong partners. Others are meant to be the match that lights your transformation, then burns out. Both are sacred. So tell me, are you building a cathedral or just playing in the rubble? The next chapter might just change how you see the blueprint. You know that feeling when you're waiting for a text back, eyes glued to your phone, heart doing Olympic-level gymnastics every time the screen lights up. Now imagine that feeling stretched across years. Welcome to the exquisite torture of divine timing, where the universe operates on a schedule that makes your perpetually late friend look like a Swiss train conductor. Here's what no one tells you about twin flame reunions. They don't run on human clocks. You could be over here doing everything right, healing your wounds, vibrating love like a tuning fork, resisting the urge to drunk text them at 2 a.m., and still crickets. Meanwhile, your logical brain is screaming, if this is so divine, why does it feel like cosmic gaslighting? But divine timing isn't about punishment, it's about preparation. Think of it like baking sourdough. Stick with me. You can mix the flour and water, knead that dough like your happiness depends on it. But if you try to bake it too soon, all you get is a sad, dense brick. The magic happens in the waiting. That mysterious fermentation where invisible alchemy transforms gloop into gold. Your twin flame journey works the same way. That separation, that radio silence, it's not abandonment. It's the universe whispering, darling, you're still half-baked. The brutal truth, you can't manifest a harmonious union by sheer willpower any more than you can rush a caterpillar to become a butterfly. Metamorphosis has its own rhythm. And right now, you might still be chewing through the cocoon of old patterns while your twin flame is off somewhere, relearning how to be human after their own existential meltdown. This is where most twin flames go wrong. They treat divine timing like a vending machine. Insert enough healing, receive relationship. But the universe isn't Amazon Prime. That soul deep work you're doing, it's not for them, it's for you. The reunion is just the bonus track on the album of your becoming. So how do you survive the wait without losing your mind? Stop stalking the calendar. Obsessing over when is like yelling at a flower to bloom faster. It doesn't help, and you look insane. Embrace the awkward in-between. This is your PhD in you, the sacred limbo where you learn to be whole without their reflection. Trust the detours, that job you took abroad, the hobby that accidentally became a passion. Those aren't distractions from your path. They are the path. Here's the paradox. The moment you stop waiting for them is often when life starts moving you toward them. Not because you manifested correctly, but because you finally got out of your own way. And if they never come back, then darling, they weren't your destination, just the most beautiful detour of your life. So tell me, are you waiting on love or growing into it? The answer might surprise you, and the next chapter will show you why. Let's shatter the fantasy for a moment, shall we? That heart-stopping, breath-stealing, knees-going weak connection you felt. What if I told you it wasn't about romance at all? What if the universe wasn't sending you a lover, but a mirror wrapped in human skin? We've been conditioned to think soul connections must follow a Hallmark script. Meet cute, tension, grand gesture, credits roll. But twin flames laugh in the face of our human need for neat categorization. They show up as your college roommate who cracked you open with late-night existential talks. The mentor who saw your potential before you did. The friend who held your hand through grief and somehow knew when to call without you texting first. Here's the cosmic plot twist. The intensity you feel isn't about them. It's about what they awaken in you. That electric recognition. It's your soul whispering, "Pay attention. This one's here to teach you something." Take Sarah, who swore her yoga instructor was her twin flame. The way his voice seemed to vibrate her DNA during Shavasana. Turns out, he was just the first person to make her feel seen since childhood. Their connection wasn't about romance. It was about her finally acknowledging her own worth. Or Mark, convinced his business partner was his divine counterpart because their brainstorming sessions felt like psychic downloads. Reality check? They were just two creatives who reflected each other's brilliance back. No rose petals required. The truth is, we get hung up on the romance angle because our culture equates great love with coupledom. But what if the most transformative relationships aren't the ones that end in weddings? What if your twin flame's real purpose was to shatter your fear of vulnerability through platonic soul bearing, reignite your creative fire through collaborative alchemy, teach you boundaries by being the one person who calls out your BS with surgical precision? This isn't to say romantic twin flames don't exist, just that limiting these connections to love stories misses 90% of their magic. Your soul doesn't care about societal scripts. It cares about evolution. And sometimes that looks like a friendship so profound it rearranges your atoms. Try this. List the people who fundamentally changed you, not just the ones you kissed, but the ones whose presence alone shifted your axis. The teacher, the travel buddy, the coworker who became your emotional safe haven. Odds are your real twin flames are already on that list. No dating required. So the next time you're obsessing over whether they're the one, ask instead, what's the one truth this connection came to show me? Hint, the answer might set you free, and the next chapter will show you how. Stay with me. We're about to redefine happily ever after. Let's get uncomfortably honest for a moment. That ache in your chest when they don't text back. The way your entire mood orbits around their presence or absence. The 3 a.m. Google spirals about twin flame telepathy and are they missing me too? Darling, that's not love. That's attachment wearing love's face like a cheap Halloween mask. We've all been there, convincing ourselves that obsession is devotion, that anxiety is passion, that the constant emotional roller coaster is just how twin flames work. But here's the truth your soul knows, even if your ego is kicking and screaming. Real love doesn't feel like an addiction. It doesn't leave you checking your phone like a detective at a crime scene. It doesn't make their attention your oxygen. Think about the healthiest love you've ever witnessed. Maybe your grandparents, who still hold hands after 50 years. Or that friend whose relationship is so secure it's almost boring. Notice how it's quiet, how it doesn't need constant fireworks to prove it exists. That's because real love is a deep, steady river, not the tsunami that drowns you every other Tuesday. Your twin flame journey is giving you a masterclass in discernment. Love says, I choose you. Attachment whispers, I need you to choose me so I can feel worthy. Love walks away when something better aligns with your soul. Attachment stays in dysfunction because the pain feels familiar. Love sets boundaries with compassion. Attachment mistakes control for care. Here's the litmus test. If your union requires one of you to shrink, abandon your boundaries, or tolerate less than you deserve, that's not divine love. That's trauma masquerading as destiny. The most radical thing you can do? Ask yourself, if this person never changes, if this dynamic never shifts, would I still want this? If the answer isn't a hell yes, then what you're clinging to isn't love. It's the idea of love, the potential, the fantasy, the if only. And potential beautiful soul is not a foundation. It's a tightrope. This isn't about blaming you or them. It's about recognizing that the twin flame path isn't about finding your other half. It's about realizing you were whole all along, and that real love doesn't complete you. It complements you. So take a deep breath, put down the phone, and ask yourself the question that changes everything. Am I in love or just in need? The answer will rewrite your story. And the next chapter, it's where your freedom begins. Keep reading. Your soul's soft landing awaits. Here's the quiet revelation that changes everything. Your twin flame was never the destination. They were the lightning strike that illuminated the path, the cosmic spark that showed you where the real work began. Think of the most breathtaking stained glass window you've ever seen. From the outside, it's just fragments of colored glass, chaotic, disjointed, no clear picture. But step inside the cathedral at sunrise. Suddenly, every piece makes sense, each shard glowing with purpose as the light pours through. That's what this journey has been. All those heartbreaks, synchronicities, and sleepless nights spent wondering, why them? Why us? Why this? They weren't random. They were the universe carefully placing each piece of glass, even when you couldn't see the design. You came here asking if your twin flame is your true love. But the deeper question, the one that's been whispering beneath all your searching, is this: can you be the love you've been seeking? Because here's the sacred paradox. The moment you stop begging the mirror to love you back is when you finally become whole enough to be love. Not the desperate, clinging kind that needs constant validation. Not the fantasy that demands someone else complete you. But the kind that flows like an underground river, steady, patient, nourishing everything it touches without needing to announce its presence. This isn't about giving up on your twin flame. It's about upgrading what you thought the connection was for. Maybe they'll be your life partner. Maybe they were the divine disruptor who shattered your old life so something truer could emerge. Either way, you win. Because the real magic wasn't in their eyes meeting yours. It was in how their reflection taught you to see yourself clearly for the first time. So take this certainty with you. You're not half a story waiting to be finished. You're the author, the protagonist, and the wisdom gained by the last page. Whether your twin flame stays or goes, merges with your path, or becomes a beautiful footnote, you've already been transformed. And that's the only happy ending that ever really matters. Now close this tab, beautiful soul. Go live the life your healing has earned. The next chapter isn't written in the stars. It's written in the choices you make today. And if you ever doubt how far you've come, just look at how much brighter you shine now than when you first began reading this. The adventure continues, and it's yours to design.